Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Who is there? Who is there? Let's talk about building minds today. Let's talk about a one of the most beautiful topics that we can all learn from, but well, not really talked about all the time. But I chose to talk about this because it has um, it has played a very big role in my life, and I choose to, you know, encourage parents to help to build their children because I was a victim of low self-esteem. You get so, and most times it's really not taken serious, but believe me, it's a very big issue, and we need to talk about it. We really need to talk about this. So, welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, that's my husband, Clemsy Clement. Thank you for joining. God bless you, sir. Please, as you come in, share the video and invite your friends. Hello, Mr. Monday. Thank you for joining. God bless you. So as you come in, just help me share the video and invite your friends. Help me share the video and invite your friends. The last time we talked about, you know, about self-esteem and how that is important that we should actually boost our kids. We should talk about self-esteem or help to build self-esteem in our children, and how the parents have actually neglected this part of our lives, this part of the kids' life. Okay, a lot of people don't pay much attention when it comes to a child's self-esteem. They think that, oh, the most thing the child needs is clothes, is food, shelter, the parents being there and all that. Well, I think the child needs quite a lot, needs a lot. Thank you so much, my Vivian Success. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Sir Emmanuel Benson. Thank you for joining. God bless you. So as you come in, help me share the video and invite your friends. I trust God today is going to be awesome. Like the last video I did, that was I think 2 or 3 days ago, we did on self-esteem. And believe me, I wanted to do another topic, but you know what made me to want to talk about more practical ways how you can boost your child's self-esteem or improve your child's self-esteem is because of the testimonies I got from parents. A lot of parents wrote me, somebody inboxed me a special message thanking me so much, about the video I did last time on self-esteem. Okay, so a lot of parents don't pay attention about this. I have to share my own life experience so about this self-esteem and how I suffered low self-esteem because of the carelessness from my own parents. All right, so our parents have a very big role to play when it comes to self-esteem in our children. So, and that's, I was a victim. I was a super victim, and that's why I've chosen to talk about these topics that most parents don't pay attention to. They don't see it as much important. So I choose to talk about it because it happened to me as an individual. So I got a very wonderful message. I wish I could post it, but I don't want you to see the name of the person, but I could. I don't know if I should read it or not, but it was a powerful message I got inboxed to me by a mother who told me how much she was so blessed about the last topic I did on self-esteem, and how that she had not even thought about this aspect of her child's life, and now that she's going to pay attention in this aspect of her child's life because she doesn't want the child to suffer what I suffered. Okay, so thank you so much, Gofipa. Thank you for joining. God bless you. Please help me share the video and invite your friends. So today we are going to be talking about practical ways to improve your child's self-esteem. Like I talked inside that video I did on self-esteem, but not everything I'm gonna say. Not I didn't say, of course I didn't say everything, but I hope that you get the little you can get today. So why have I chosen to talk about self-esteem? Because self-esteem is so important. Because self-esteem, it's like bringing out that confidence, that confidence that your child is lacking. Okay, it's not that the child cannot beats every other kid out there. It's not that the child does not have the ability to become the best in his or her area. Most times it's because our parents really did not help or our parents are not helping as well. Okay, so your child is not doing well and you feel like, oh, this child is born dull, or this child, I've done everything to me, I've yelled, I've screamed, I've beaten, that's not the way. That's not the best way. My father, did something so wrong, and I'm thinking that the more he scream at us, the more he insult us, the more he yell at us and reminds us of our weaknesses, and reminds us about our failures. That's what will that's what will encourage us, or boost us to, or challenge us to want to do more. But well, not always true. Not always true. Sometimes when you try to bring people down, when you try to talk your kids down and try to remind them about their failures, believe me, they just give up. They just think that, okay, I can't do it. I don't. Daddy already said I don't have the ability to do it. Mommy already don't believe in me. So what? Why should I give it a try again? Why should I try? Why should I keep trying? I'm already a failure. Everybody had already seen me as a failure. So it's all good. I just remain a failure. But it's not right. It's not right. That's not right. Hello, Gifts. Thank you for joining. That's my namesake. Good to have you. So as you come in, help me share the video and invite your friends. So practical ways to improve your child's self-esteem. One, I title as encourage and praise your child. Encourage and praise your child. Don't talk your children down when they fail. When they fail in a particular thing, please don't talk them down. Encourage them. Praise them. Tell them they are great. They can do it. Tell them about failure. Encourage them. Tell them that failure is a normal thing. Okay, everybody had a quarter failure. I remember, let me tell you a story. I remember when we were younger, my father used to tell us, okay, anytime we don't do very well in school, my father will always tell us, you guys are dull, you children, can't you see, you didn't take first position, or you didn't take second or third position, oh, you are a failure. That while he was in school, that he was so brilliant, such that, the teachers could not do without him. Oh my God, guess our African fathers, they can tell us beautiful stories. And he was thinking that, oh, by telling us that we are failures and we are not, we are wasting his money and all that, we are going to just become encouraged and then become better. But that was a lie. After my father finished yelling at me, I was just going to look for a corner to cry and wet my clothes. Why? Because I feel that nobody believes in me. I feel that I'm a failure. I actually feel I'm a failure. So when I even go to class, I don't try to improve. I just like, there's no point, because what do I get with all my struggle and everything? Instead of my father to try so hard to push me and try to tell me that, listen, you failed in this aspect, or you failed today. Come on, don't worry. Life is not about who wins and winning all the time. This is normal. Okay, people fail, and sometimes people win. Okay, where exactly are you having problems? Is it maths? Is it physics? Is it chemistry, biology? What agriculture? What aspect do I have issue? And how can he solve it? How can he come in? How can he help me? He wasn't even ready to do that. All he does is to insult us and tell us that we are failures. So you see, that was lacking. I was lacking praises from my father. I was lacking encouragement from my father. He was thinking he was encouraging us, but he wasn't. He was rather increasing my low self-esteem. He was increasing it, because I became so afraid. I was not confident to do anything. I shared in my previous video about self-esteem that I had this low self-esteem to the extent that I would know an answer. I shared, for example, the teacher is in class and say, oh, what is a noun? And the whole class, nobody's talking. Nobody knows what a noun is. And I know what a noun is. But I can't say what a noun is. Why? Because I am so afraid of being laughed at. I don't want to be mocked at. I don't want, what I face at home to continue in my class. So when I go home, my father, gives me all the headache by telling me that I'm not good enough. Then when I come to class, I don't want also my friends to laugh at me that I'm also not good enough. So what do? I hide. I hide behind my shells. I just want to keep quiet. So we will all end up being flogged because nobody knows what a noun is. Well, I know what a noun is, but I wasn't bold enough to say what a noun is and save the class. The stress of being flogged and the pain. Okay, so I suffered low self-esteem so much. Like, my teachers are so amazed that after every exam, I come out one of the best, if not the best, in my class. Okay, that's when I even got to secondary school. Okay, but when I was in primary school, it was even worse. I was really bad. I was really a bad student. Okay, but when we were in secondary school, I became, I wanted to just become better. All right, I started reading books. I just wanted to, try to encourage myself. I see that my father wasn't helping me. My parents weren't helping me. I was dying in silence. It was killing me. And I was doing very bad in my academics. So I needed to boost my self-esteem. I needed to do something to, become better. So I was reading books and all that. And I was able to boost my self-esteem a little. And that was how I started, becoming better in my academics. But my father was thinking, because he was yelling at us, or because he was always insulting us and reminding us how that we are failures and how that he's wasting his resources on us, and that all those stuffs were what made me, or what made my younger ones and my other ones to become better. That's a lie. That's a big lie. Okay? So I suffered low self-esteem, but my parents didn't understand that their negative words were really affecting. It was really killing. I was dying in silence. Hello, sir. Niran, thank you for joining. God bless you. Hello, everyone that have joined. Thank you. Ivoka Chika, thank you for joining. God bless you. So, please, as you come in, share the video and invite your friends. Parents don't like to talk about this, but I choose to talk about it, like I said previously, because I want to set our kids free. Children are dying in silence, and their parents are busy chasing money. They chase money thinking that, the child needs clothing, the child needs food, the child needs shelter, and that's all the child needs. That's a lie. That's not all. Your child needs more than that. All right? So if you want to build a bright child, a child that can make you proud, that can bring glory to God and bring joy to humanity, you need to look at the self-esteem in that child. Look at your children on a daily basis. Try to interact with them. Try to throw questions at them. Which of my child is having low self-esteem? Which of my child? Which of them? Peradventure, all of them are not like that, but maybe one, maybe two are like that. They are so afraid. They are not so confident to answer questions. They don't want to associate with anybody. They just want to be on their own. They don't want to contribute. They don't want to do anything. They always try to find out the problem. Try to, talk to your child. Try to make the child, show the child love. All right, show the child that you love you love him or her, and you are not going to whip them when they make mistakes. Okay, so by so doing, you could see that the children will begin to talk to you. They will begin to talk to you. Create time for your children. Don't be too busy that you are always early to work and late at night you are back when they're already sleeping. You don't even have time for these children. All right. Hello, Mabingpe. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. So encourage and praise your children whenever you see them doing a thing. Encourage them. Praise them. Praise them well. When they do well, please praise them. When they don't do well, praise them and tell them that is not over. Okay, that they can become better. Try as much as you can to encourage your children. It is very important. Please, parents, let's not shy away from this, and let's not be too busy, not building our own children, and be too busy, trying to impress others and trying to impress people out there, or trying to become good parents to people out there. Because some parents, some family, they are very good at that. I know of a woman who, when we were staying before, when we were kids, This woman is always trying to find faults in another man's children. But she doesn't even understand that her own children needs attention. Okay, she's so conscious of these children and putting on makeup, they are wearing trousers. Oh, they are not good children. Outwardly they are wayward, but she forgot her own children, that it is very important I also look at my family. I look at my family. So she's busy looking at somebody else's child while her own children were dying, while her own children needed attention. And what exactly happened at the end of the day, her children were pregnant, and they got pregnant out of wedlock, and she disappeared from the compound overnight. We woke up and the whole house was empty. Okay, so let's pay a lot attention on our kids, trying to build our children, because when we do this to our kids, we're actually doing it to ourselves and to the society. Okay, don't say it's not my business, it's just my child. Yes, God gave to me, but I'm too busy. I have my own purpose to run. I have my own focus. I have my own goal to achieve. Well, if God actually gave you that child, please, you're going to answer for it someday. And please don't put the child don't make the child feel so angry, or feel so bad of coming to this world and meeting a parent like you, because you're not always there for them. So please, let's not take it for granted. Hello, Thompson, thank you for joining. Emeka Felix, thank you for joining. God bless you. So the next point is encourage your child's passion. Wherever you see that your child is paying attention to, please encourage their passion. It is very important. That's where you can boost their self-esteem. Okay, let's say, for example, your child loves sports so much and you want the child to be a medical doctor. Hello. Well, you are not there to determine what the child will become. You did not create the child. So why are you there to decide, oh, this is my child? Of course, African parents are very good at it. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. African parents are very good at it. They tell you, oh, you are going to be a lawyer. You are going to be a doctor. Oh, you are going to be a nurse. You are going to be an engineer. They just share role. African parents share, career for their children without even trying to know with the passion of this child. What is the passion of your child? What do your child love to do most? What intrigues the child? What excites the child? Is it sports? Is it medicine? Is it engineering? What exactly? Is it music? Get to know where your child passion fall in, and then encourage that child. Buy equipment for the child, or bring in lesson teachers if the child loves mathematics so much, or loves engineering so much, or loves to join wires. As little as the child, he just wants to connect wires. He does not even know what he or she is doing. Okay, don't say, no, you're a girl, I don't want you to do engineering. You're a girl, you can't be joining wires. It's only men. It's a man's field. Don't do that. No, that's not true. That's not true. So learn to encourage your child's passion. Learn to encourage your child's passion. Build that child's passion, because when the child loves, like, let's say for example, your child loves music, loves to sing everything about music, the child just want to get into it. I was watching a YouTube video one time, okay, no, not YouTube, Instagram, and I saw a little boy. I think that boy should be about 6 years old. Okay, the mom was videoing the child, and the child didn't even know. The child was sleeping, and as he was sleeping, the mom was playing a song in the car, and this child was sleep out of unconsciousness. The child would be beating the seats like he's drumming. He will beat the seat and doze off. After some time, he wakes up and do the same. Okay, so the mom was like, this child loves to hit anything he sees. He wants to drum the sound he's hearing from any song at all. He wants to get the drum instrumentals that are played in that song, and he wants to do exactly what is being played in that song. So that's a passion already. Okay, some parents would say, no, imagine becoming a drummer. How can my child be a drummer? How does it, how would drumming help you in life? Or how would drumming, make you rich? Or how would drumming, come on. That is not right. That's not right. If your child has passion in that aspect, please encourage them. If they has a passion in sports, please encourage them. I know of lots of children that had passion in football or in one sport game or the other. Their parents killed that passion. Their parents killed that passion and asked them to go study medicine. Oh, medicine is the one of the top jobs on earth. Please go and study medicine. No, no child of mine will be a footballer. No, not in this house. I will disown you. I know, I'm in Ukraine, right? There are a lot of students studying in this very Ukraine that don't have anything to do with medicine. A lot of African students are studying in this Ukraine. They have nothing to do with medicine. They are just having difficulties in that subject. But you know what? They have to keep up. If it means to cheat in exam to, get the score, they don't care. Let's just do it. When we're done, we just go. These are people that are going to cause chaos in our hospitals. So imagine employing a child who has no passion in medicine. What kind of operation would that child do in the surgical room? People that don't want to see blood, they can't stand patient. They don't have no feeling, no nothing. You are chasing them to go study medicine because it's lucrative. Hello. You are bringing disaster to our society. You are raising children that will cause shame and disgrace to you. Oh my God. Several times, a guy had called my husband, he stays in Kyiv. He has called my husband several times and said, I am having difficulties in medicine. My passion is not in medicine, yet my father keeps pushing me. Guess what? He just graduated as a medical doctor. Hello, ma. Hello, ma. Lacey Bunobi, thank you for joining. Hello, Franklin, thank you for joining. He just graduated with a medical certificate. So, I'm just imagine that guy working in hospital. He's going to prescribe the wrong drug for patients. Those kind of doctors, you have a headache. He's going to give you something else. He's going to give you another drug that had nothing to do with what is wrong with you. So please encourage your child's passion. Encourage, and this guy is doing very well in his field, in his art field. He loves to act. His picture is all over Ukraine for adverts. They are using him for adverts. He's so passionate about it. He's so passionate that even some of his videos are not found in Ukraine. They are found in UK. While he's in Ukraine, they are found in US. He's in Ukraine. He's doing a lot of adverts for different companies, and he's making a lot of money. But his parents want him to go study medicine. They want him to become a medical doctor. And he's saying, I don't want to be a medical doctor. And the guy is like, when I'm done, I'm going to return the certificate to my father. So 6 years of studying medicine, 6 years of investment will be a waste. All for an ignorant parent who want to achieve his own ambition from the child. The child does not want medicine, and you want medicine. You are the one spending the money, and the child is there having his own fun. Now he gets a certificate. Of course, in medicine, they don't tell you got first grade, you got first grade, or what they call it, first class and second class. There's nothing like that, right? He's gonna give the father the certificate. 6 years of how many US dollars investments waste. That is it. So please learn to encourage your child's passion, and believe me, they are going to make you proud, and they are going to bring joy to humanity. So learn to encourage your child's passion. So the next point I have here is tell your children about your success and your failure. All right? Now, like I said, My father is so good, super, super, super good at telling us how that he's so intelligent when he was in school. Oh, he was so, so intelligent. And since we are facing difficulties, or we're having difficulties in our studies, oh, we are all failures, right? My father had never shared his difficult moments with us, or how that he failed one time in class, or how that he had difficulties or failure in this aspect of life, or he set a goal he never achieved. So he is always telling us how that everything was smooth, everything was straight up. That's a lie. That is a bloody lie. Okay? No man on earth, has ever achieved anything without having difficulties in life, without having setback. There is no way. Okay? No, even if you have connections, most times it still does not work the way it's supposed to. It still does not work the way the connection is supposed to work. So tell your children about your success, your own as a parent. Sit your children down and tell them, see, this is what this while I was growing up, I had this is my success, these are things I failed, but I did not stop at, I did not kill myself. I didn't give in. I was still passionate. I was still resilient. I was still, I could pick up my pieces and run. Failure is a normal thing. Sit your children down and tell them the truth. Let our parents stop lying to us. Tell your children that failure and success is normal. Failure and success is normal. People fail, people succeed, people win. It is normal that they get setbacks, they encounter failure or setback or delay or whatever. So difficulties, criticism, pain, it is normal. Because when the child does not learn that in this life, it is normal to go through criticism, to go through pain, to go through difficulties, to go through setback, to go through all this. When they encounter failure, they begin to see themselves as failures. By so doing, it keeps making them feel that, oh, I'm a failure. Oh, I cannot amount to anything. Oh, I cannot become anybody. So it keeps reviving the low self-esteem that probably wasn't there before. Or it keeps reminding them how that they did not achieve a thing, or how that they failed. They will start having low self-esteem. They will see other children as better children, or they'll see other people as better people, more privileged people. Oh, God is on their side. Oh, nobody likes me. Oh, God doesn't like me. Oh, I'm a failure. So all of this compiled together, the child start having low self-esteem. Hello, Victoria. Thank you for joining. God bless you. So it is so important that you tell your child your success. All the successes you've ever had, try to tell them, and tell them about your failure as well. Tell them the areas where you failed. And one other thing is celebrate your success. Whenever you succeed as a father or as a mother, uncle, auntie, guardian, or whatever, please celebrate it. And whenever the child succeeds, learn to celebrate it. Learn to throw a little, no matter how little the party is, as little as possible. If you don't have finance, learn just a little get together, just to make the child feel like, oh my God, I'm a winner. Of course. Oh my God, I'm somebody. Oh my God, I'm valued. Learn, so they can learn the importance. They can learn the importance of setting a goal and achieving it. They can learn the importance of winning. They can learn the importance of having challenges and being able to overcome it. So when the child fails, don't talk the child down. Don't talk your children down, please, parents. Don't talk them down. All you need to do is to encourage them. When you do encourage them, then you will see that tomorrow they are going to be better off. Hello, Sir Adewale. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. So our parents are very good. African parent. Woo! They are very good at telling you their success and not their failure. And it's very, very wrong. It is so, so wrong. We tell our kids our failures, and we as well tell them our successes, and that will make the child feel at home. That will make the child feel that is life. Life is not about winning all the time. Life is not about who wins. Okay? So when the child is making success, praise the child, encourage the child. When the child is making having difficulties and facing criticism, pain, or failure, do same. Or when the child wins a particular thing, or the child comes out best in whatever thing, learn to give them gifts, learn to encourage them with a little get together, a little party, a little outing, or whatever. My parent never did that to us, but they don't know that it has psychological impact on kids. It has psychological impact, when it comes to raising children. It is so important, so important. So that's one point. And so now let's also talk about instill the act of independence and adventure in your children. Learn to instill the acts of independence. Let's say, for example, you teach your child how to bake, let's say fish roll or egg roll or whatever, or how to bake, or how to make cake, or how to do anything. Now, what do? You give the child a task, and let the child be. Let the child make the mistakes or whatever. Then when the child comes and say, "Mommy, Daddy, I'm done. Would you come and see it?" Happily go there, check it, and believe me, if the child made any mistake, let the mistake not be the first to be spoken of. Don't first start telling the child of how he or she did not do it well. First of all, tell the child how he did it well, or how for even attempting to do it. That's a plus there. That is a plus there. That's the mindset of achievers. That's the mindset of those who want to make impact. Okay? Like the last time I talked about Henry Ford and so many others, Thomas Edison and all that. Those people who achieved something in life, those people who came about the inventions. Okay, I don't know. I didn't read about their parents, whether they was self-esteem imputes in them or not, but they never gave up in life. But as well, they also face challenges, right? They also face challenges. So you first of all try to tell the child that the first step of accepting the work was the first challenge. That's a go-getter. That's a good one. That's praise the child. Then if the child didn't do anything well, learn to say, "Oh, this part, do it this way, and you are good to go. Come on, give me thumbs up." And the child is so excited. Now, if the child even does it very well and perfectly, learn to go extra mile in praising the child, in surprising the child. All right. So don't always fix yourself. Some parents are some of my friends will say monitoring demon. Of course, it's wrong. That's not the right word. Okay, some mothers or some fathers want to always call you. "Where are you? Why are you still there? Oh, where?" They always want to check you, like you don't, especially for teenagers, like they don't have life of theirs. Their life is in their parents' life. I don't know if you understand. Hello, Sir Agbaza, thank you for joining. God bless you. My Big Bear wrote a comment. She said, "Yes, so I hope this message can get out loud, because parents are still in the business of forcing their children to read what they want and not what probably the child wants to read. Okay, I would for me to be able to get that comment properly, I would have to check my laptop so I could read the remaining message, because I didn't see all. So it is very, very important. Don't always stick to your child like a glue. My father was so good at it. We didn't have freedom. There was no freedom at home. Everybody was being policed. Okay, he was thinking that, oh, if I police these children the way I'm doing, that's what will make them not to be spoiled children. That will make them to be good children. That's a lie. See, any child that wants to, any teenager that wants to get spoiled will get spoiled. You're not 100% always there with them. Remember that you're not in their classrooms. All right? So the best thing to do, teach them what they're supposed to know and let them be. Give them a little freedom. Okay? Give them a little freedom and give them a good and sound knowledge in every aspect of life, especially according to their age. Give them sound knowledge so that they can be independent. They can believe in themselves. They can start believing in themselves. Okay, it's not about my daddy will do it. Oh, when my daddy comes. Oh, when my mommy comes. Oh, when this person. So there's no this self belief that I can do anything on my own without my father, without my mother. Okay, so as a teenager, let them start knowing that they can do things on their own even without their parents. So they can take care of their younger ones, they can take care of the house, they can take care of themselves, they can be there as if father and mother, everybody is complete. The house is in order. So when you come to your house is put in order. Why? Because you have trained your child to be independent. You have trained them to be independent of you. So please, our parents, and this aspect of life makes the child to have a very good self-esteem. The child believes that, oh, I can take care of the house without the presence of daddy and mommy, or I can take care of my younger ones. There's this sense of responsibility that comes into the child's head. There's this sense of I can. There's this sense of ability that comes to the child. Oh, I can do it. Oh, I can take care of this. I can do this. Oh, I can solve this equation. Oh, I can do this. I can achieve this. In as much as my parents can help me to do this, but I believe that they believe in me that I can do it. All right, so learn to give your child some space and make them feel a bit comfortable and having the sense of independence, and that makes them to be adventurous in nature. That makes them to be adventurous in nature and increases their self-esteem. It helps to improve their self-esteem. Okay, when they get out there and they meet their friends and they converse with their friends, in just few minutes, you could see how your child is now trying to encourage another child, because your child has gotten a sense of self-esteem. So when your child meets another child and they are discussing, you will see that your child will start, trying to encourage another. Oh, this is what I did, and it came out nice, and it came out. You are just there. You're just seeing your child reasoning like an adult already, and it's so nice. So this aspect of their life is what can help them stand anywhere to talk, stand anywhere to challenge things, to put things in place. Hello, Sir Okorocha. Thank you so much. Okbarocha, thank you for joining. God bless you. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce the name well. Please share this video and invite your friends. Let's talk about this self-esteem. Our parents don't take it as something important. Most parents, especially the African parents, they don't bother talking about this or looking into the self-esteem of their children, thinking that it's not important. It is very important. Okay, if you watch my previous video, the one I did, I think 2-3 days ago, when we talked about self-esteem, you could see some other ways that you could look at into your child and see which of your children is having low self-esteem, and other ways you can improve it. Okay, ways that you can improve it. We are still continuing in the ways that you can improve your child's self-esteem, or when you notice that your child has low self-esteem, things that you can do to boost or to improve or to bring out that self-esteem that is hidden inside of your child. Try to know what is it that is eating the child up. What is it that the child is lacking? What is it that I've not done as a father or as a mother or as a guardian? What area is this child lacking? Is it love? Is my child lacking love or attention? Is my child lacking praises? Is my child lacking gifts? Look at the areas you as a father or as a mother is not paying attention to. Okay, so such ways you should come in, try those ways and see how you can better your child, so this child can stand out among the multitude. This child can stand out and bring glory to God and bring joy to you and to humanity as a whole. So when God forbid you are no longer on earth, you are so sure that your child will not go astray. You are so sure that your child, with all that you have impacted into your child, and by the grace of God, that this child is going to become a blessing to humanity, that this child is going to make the world proud, is going to bring inventions that will change humanity, that will bring joy to people, that people will say, oh, thank you. I thank the parents who gave birth to you. I bless the day you were born. So our parents should please know, I suffered low self-esteem, all for my father's sake. All for my father's sake. He watered down my self-esteem that the little self-esteem I had as a child. My father watered it down. He killed it. He killed it. I became a child who never believes in herself. Okay? To the extent that even if my father asks me, for example, if my father is sitting here right now and he asks me, get me that cup of water or get me that thing, the distance, the time to which I will stand up and go get that stuff and come back will be so slow. Why? Because I want to be careful not to hurt him. I want to be careful not to get another rain of insults, because there's nothing you do that you do well. If my father asks you, kill that cockroach, and you miss the cockroach, oh my God, your day is finished. He's going to rain insult on you, make you look like you don't have the ability to do anything, so you cannot achieve anything. So he will so belittle you, he will so rain insult on you that ordinary cockroach or ordinary fly or ordinary ants you cannot kill. This, that. Oh my God. My father killed my own self-esteem. He killed it. And he was thinking that the more I tell the child negative words, the more I rain the child with insult, the child is going to become better. The child is going to become better. Oh, she is going to, work so hard to be a smart child. The child is just going to be smart overnight. That is a lie. That never made me smart. It even killed me the more. I went into my shell. The moment I see my father, my heart skips. Because I just know that I will not have rest of mind that day. I just know that welcome insults. Oh, welcome. Just run to anywhere. Go and hide. I don't ever want to see my father. The moment I come home and my father is not there, it's like, thank you, Jesus, he's not here. So like this, there's this peace of mind I get when I don't see my father at home. I'm so happy. Sometimes you even pray that he stays. That's how bad it is. You just pray that your father should not even come back today. Oh, he should not come back. Or before he comes back, you've gone to bed. Why? Because you don't get anything good. The only thing you get is complaint, is insults, nothing. He asks you, the moment he sees you, He will either look for a fault. He will look for a fault in you. He will come to the parlor. There is no fault anywhere. He will look for a fault so that he can insult somebody. He made life hell for us, and he killed our self-esteem. So African parents are so talented in this area. They are so good at it. They're so good at killing their children's self-esteem without even knowing it. So they think that negative words will bring out the child's self-esteem. That is a lie. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Bad words never brings anybody's self-esteem. Only praises. Even Christ himself, even God himself wants to be praised. Even God himself inhabits the praises of his children. And they say the more you praise the king, the more he does, the more good he wants to do for you. So how come you are thinking that the bad words you're saying to your children are what is going to make them better? That's a lie. That's a very big lie. So learn to instill the act of independence. That's where we stop, in your children. So another point I want to give here is give your children gifts when they succeed. Okay, we've already talked about that. Give your children gifts when they succeed. It's important. Well, some African parents are not very good when it comes to buying gifts. They are so good. And you know what? Most of us as children learn these arts from them, such that when we get into our marriages or relationship, we don't even believe in buying gifts for our spouse or buying gifts for our friends. We don't believe in gifts, So since we didn't grow up with it, you can't give what you don't have, right? So it's very difficult for you as a child to grow up in a family where nobody buys gifts for you when you do anything good, or when you achieve your goals, or when you achieve something. Nobody buys gifts for you. So you grow up with that attitude, thinking that is normal. And then you get into a marriage where the girl is coming from a family where her father and her mother and everybody around her encourages her. When she does well, they buy her gifts, and she begins to expect such from her husband. Wake up to reality, baby girl. So you see, she begins to suffer that aspect of her life, that as a mother or as a wife, she sets a goal and she achieves it, and she calls her husband, oh my love, this, I was able to achieve this. I've been chased. You know about this. I've been working towards it to achieve it for the past 1 month or 1 year or so. Oh, now it has worked. The man just says, oh, congratulations, I'm happy for you, and she's expecting more than that, and it's not coming. Okay, so some of these things also break homes, and the woman is like, at the time when she's just going to get fed up about it, she's going to blow up and say, can you imagine all the good things I do in this house? You don't even buy me gift. All you tell me is congratulations. Is it congratulations that will encourage me to become better? It's not just congratulations I need from you. I also need a gift. And the man was like, oh, you should have told me. She's not used to telling her parents to buy her gifts. She's used to the acts. Okay, so it boosts her self-esteem when she achieved the thing, and in return she gets a gift for it. But here is a husband, her husband, who does not also believe in that. Now, instead of the man to learn that, oh, this part of my wife is very important, I need to learn, I need to adjust, he then feels like, no, how can you tell me how can you tell me I'm not doing well? I encourage you, I do this. No, just learn how to adjust, just learn to just adapt to the changes, and by so doing, pass it on to your children. Learn that gift giving, it's important when you achieve a thing. If you as a husband achieve a thing and your wife buys gifts for you or gathers the children and make a surprise party for you, do in return for your kids and your children and your friends and people around you. Encourage them, talk to them, give them, show them this this part of life, that will help them to become better people, that will increase their self-esteem, to want to go to their highest heights in life, to get to their highest self, to get to set goals that are unimaginable. Like I said in my previous video about self-esteem, when I was talking about the self-esteem, I was saying that I won't be surprised tomorrow if somebody wakes up to say, I want to build a car that is foldable. Now, presently, we have a bicycle that is foldable. You can take to anywhere. I won't be surprised if somebody wakes up and say, oh, I want to build a car that is foldable. I won't be surprised. Why? Because this person believes in himself. This person have some confidence. This person have confidence that he or she is going to produce it. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Now, the world is working so hard to stop the production of gas cars that are being fueled or are being that people, you have to put gas before you use it. They want to stop the production of those cars. Now, they want to produce electric cars, right? Now, the world is going global. People are thinking, people want to make life easy. People are working, their minds of people are working day and night. So, somebody is already coming up with electric cars, and they are saying, do away with gas cars. We don't want anymore. It's causing new cancer and a lot of health challenges to people. You know, when you keep inhaling the carbon dioxide that comes from the exhaust. So we don't want gas cars anymore. We want electric cars. Okay, so it's very possible. It's very possible. Just a few days ago, or last week, I think, I was watching the TV where now I think there's a country that have already done it. They want to start transportation by air. Now, not just the normal aeroplane. Now, there's this kind of aeroplane that just goes just within few distance and drop people, just like normal taxi. People are thinking. People are thinking. So it takes a man who believes, or a child who believes in his or herself, to go into inventions, to lock him or herself up, to want to better the earth, to want to challenge himself, to want to bring out the best from ourselves, or from herself, or from himself. Those who have ever worked to make life better for us are those who have confidence in themselves. So we need to wake up and build confidence in our children, to make them know that they are creations, they are so special that the world is waiting for them. That what God has put inside of them is such that will blow minds, such that will enhance living for people, such that will bring glory to God, such that will make men glorify God for bringing them to the earth, such that will bring joy to humanity. So it takes only a child, a man, a woman, or whoever who has confidence to dare a thing and produce results. Children who lack self-esteem, children who lack confidence, they don't want to do anything. They are so comfortable with life. They are so comfortable wherever they find themselves. Oh, I don't want, it's okay. I'm okay like this. They don't care. They don't even care. They don't even want to try. Whenever the little attempts, whenever they try and they fail, I can't try again. I already did bad. I tried. Didn't I try? So they keep referring back to the time they tried and they never got it. Well, if Thomas Edison was looking at the times he tried and is not looking forward to try more, wow. I don't think you would be seeing my bright face. I don't think this camera would have been this bright. I don't think there would have been lights. Thomas Edison worked so hard. He failed several times. He failed several times, but he never gave up. He believed in his invention. He believed in the power of his invention. He believed in the power of what he was doing. And he worked until it became reality. He worked until it came to pass. I never met Thomas Edison, but I could look at the light bulb today and say, thanks to Thomas Edison. I bless the day you were born. I bless the God that created you. Why? Because you made life better for me. You made life easier for generations to come. So if you work on your child's self-esteem, you are not just working for your child. You are working for a whole human race put together. You are working for God also. You are working to bring smile and joy to the heart of God and to the face of humanity. Because whatever your child becomes tomorrow, whatever invention your child is going to involve tomorrow, we are all going to say thank you, Lord, for that. Okay, somebody would say, so if my child is in sports, how does that benefit society? Wow, are you serious? Well, let me tell you something. This recent World Cup that just finished, right? I think this guy, what's his name? One of the youngest players in the World Cup. The one that played for France. The one that played, I've forgotten that's his name. The one that played for France. Now, the guy gave all his reward, everything, all the money that FIFA, is it FIFA also? Sorry. All the money he was going to get from this World Cup, he was going to donate it to charity. Hello? Does somebody knows how much each day you play? As in, how much you get? Now, I think he scored 3 goals at a time, one of the match they played. Now he's going to get, he got a golden cup, I think so. He got a golden cup, or a golden shoe, and all the money they're going to pay this young man, he's going to give it to charity. So if peradventure he never pursued, his father never allowed him to pursue his passion, right, to play football, charity would have not been able to get that amount of money. Oh, my husband, thank you so much, sir. God bless you. He said, Mbappe. Yes, that young man called Mbappe. He's giving all his money that he earned from this World Cup, this last World Cup. He's giving it to charity. So, thanks to Mbappe, charity is getting billions. Charity is getting millions of dollars. All because somebody went into his passion. Somebody believed in himself. His father believed in the child and what he dreamt of. He believed in the child, and the child believes in himself. And the father worked so hard to make sure that the dream of this child come to pass. He wasn't selfish to say, I want to save the money and invest it. I want to touch life. The first mindset, the first thing that came to his mind is to touch life. So the children are going to be eating from the labor of one man. One man whose father believed in him, and who also believed in himself. So it is so important. Self-esteem is so important that we don't just do it for our children. When you do it for any child, you are not doing it for that child. You are doing it for the whole world. You are doing it for the whole human race. As long as this world, this earth still remains, believe me, those children will still, even if you don't benefit, for example, you didn't stay alive, if for example, Thomas Edison, his father was never alive to enjoy all those incentives and all the benefit that came with his inventions. Okay, but other people enjoyed it, right? And we are not so selfish to say, oh, because I'm 60 years old and before my child would grow up to want to invent anything, I would have died. Oh, come on. Come on, that is wrong. That's a very bad mentality. Okay, a lot of children are making names in the on X today. A lot of children are making names today in the world. I was watching one time on Facebook. Okay, that was last year. I was watching on Facebook. I saw a girl of 6 years old. Hello, Aisha. Thank you so much for joining. God bless you. Thank you for sharing those videos and those wonderful testimonies you sent to me. God bless you. So keep sharing the video, and let's help our children become the best in whatever they find themselves doing. All right, so let's boost our children's self-esteem and bring glory to God and humanity as a whole. So like I was saying, this 6 years old girl invented something that could purify water. It's an app. This app has the ability to purify water, because she said that she was feeling so sad how that her mother has to go boil every water they drink. The mother has to boil it and all that. So she began to make research. 6 years old child began to make research on how she can build an app that could help to purify people. Hey, Jesus, that could purify water. And this girl was saying, oh, I wish that this app gets to every home and every hand, that she will be the happiest. Wow. Wow. What on earth could have driven a 6 years old child to want to make impact, to want to change human race, to want to impact life? If that child was not confident in that thing she was doing, she was never going to do it. If her parents never played a role in boosting, in supporting her, in pushing her to achieve that thing, believe me, she would have given up. Because a 6 years old child, if you push the child too much, that's telling the child that it's impossible what she wants to do, she will give up. She's too small to start thinking that my parents are wrong, I'm right. At that age, they believe more in their parents than they believe in themselves. So I'm sure it took a lot of push by her parents, seeing what she's researching, seeing her passion. It took a lot of push for that child to achieve what she wanted to achieve. Malala was just 11 years old girl. Malala was just 11 years old when she started making move to change her education, the girl child education in Pakistan. 11 years old. Come on, parents. We have a great role to play in the lives of our children. A lot of children have been talked down. A lot of children, their morals have all died. Their self-esteem has died. Their confidence have all died. In Africa especially. Why? Because we don't believe in them. If your child came up with something and you don't believe in it, you just want the child to go read medicine. My friend, go and read your book. I want you to become a doctor. My friend, will you leave that electronics? Your child is so passionate. A man was sharing a testimony and he said, every time the child wants to, the child opens everything he sees. Okay, no, she, of course. I think some of us will know it. Some of us will know this man. I think Mr. Chris Emafidon. The child wants to know what is inside the laptop. What is inside this laptop? I want to open. One of the daughter wants to open her laptop to know what is inside the laptop. How was it connected? How was the laptop made? Why is it functioning this way? Why are these things so accurate? What is it that is inside the laptop? That was how she began to question things and began to open laptops and began to opening things and began to find out. Now she's a CEO of a company that she found herself, of a technology company she found herself. She's already making name. She's already making name, and she wants to change the world. She wants to develop humanity. If her father had told her, my friend, would you, every time I buy a laptop for you, you spoil it. Are you crazy? I will never get you laptop. If I ever see you touch any electronics in this house, if I ever see you unschooling anything, I will deal with you. I want you to become a doctor, or I want you to become a road engineer, or I want you to become a nurse, or I want you to become this. That child would have lost that passion, that pursuit, that zeal. The CEO, the name that she had made today, the impact she's making today, she would not have achieved it, because you would have pushed the child into what is not her calling, into what is not her passion. So our parents are so good at it. Our African parents are they're super good at it. I cut cap for our African parents. Okay, we were there complaining, oh, our leaders are our problem. They are the ones who are not encouraging us. They are the one. Our parents are also not helping. Because if the leaders who are there, who are on that seat, who are sitting in that seat, if they also were allowed to do what their passion, if they were also properly trained in the aspect where they have passion and zeal, believe me, if politics was their passion, that they want to transform Africa or whatever country they are ruling, they are also going to make a difference in the seat where they are sitting. But because that has nothing to do with them, that has nothing to do with their pursuit and their purpose and their passion, they got in there because they want to chop the nightingale cake. Everybody wants to cut their own parts. So it all boils down to greed. They want to take something. They're not ready to give in anything. So if everybody is well trained from generations the way it is passed on, I think we'll have a better world. The world will be a better place for everybody. Our children to come will be they will so be excited. They will thank God. They will give glory to God that they actually came to this world. Why? Because they just came into a system that is well functional. They came into a system that is well built. So it is so important, everyone, that we don't neglect the self-esteem of our children. It is important. I know that some of our parents of old, okay, some of our ancient parents never understood what self-esteem was, but they could encourage their children. Maybe they never bought gifts for their children and all that. They never took them out for a park walk or a party walk, but some of them believed in their children, taught the children, encouraged them, praised them, even without knowing that it is called self-esteem, that they are building self-esteem in those children. Okay? And these people became personalities, pass it on to their children, until we got to this generation where we are now. The world is getting better. People are improving. People are thinking. And it takes people who have self-esteem and confidence to challenge their world, to challenge the wrongs that are going on, to challenge the wrongs that are going on. I want to put it right. Malaria has been killing people in Africa for years. Wow. So it has not touched anybody. And I will not be surprised if a 5, 6, 7 years old child will want to say, I want to investigate malaria. I want to bring an end to malaria. Malaria had killed people. Malaria has killed billions and millions of people, and I want to bring an end to it. I will not be surprised. And please, let no father tell me that that child is crazy, that child should go and study another course. Please, let's stop killing our children's self-esteem. Whenever they fail, bring them up. Teach them that this is normal. It is normal. People encounter failure, criticism, pain. All of it are part of life. All you have to do, don't give up. All right. Okay, the more we help these children, the better. The better for us. Okay, instead of you having a child that will bring torture, torment to you, that will bring pain and regrets to you, you bring up a child that will bring joy to you, that will bless you, that will look back and say, I thank my parents. I glorify God for my parents. I am so proud of my parents who believed in my dreams, who never pushed me into what I didn't want to do. I was sharing the last time, I said, do you know that a lot of children didn't want to go into prostitution, armed robbery, drug, and a lot of things? Do you know self-esteem has a long way to go in building your child? Such that low self-esteem has made some of our teenagers, some of our youths become prostitutes. Low self-esteem has made some of our boys, some of our great minds that would have been great inventors today, that would have been great preachers, that would have been changing the world. Some of them are carrying guns. Some of them are bringing pain to other humans and causing pain to the society. Some of them have become armed robbers. Why? Their fathers, their parents never believed in them. Their parents talked down at them. They bullied them. They never saw them becoming anything in life. They make them feel that everybody is better than them. And these children feel that society do not like me. Since my parents that God gave me to them as a gift do not value me, well, then how will people who do not know me, who do not have relationship with me, who did not give birth to me, how would they value me more than my parents? Now, because of that, they begin to see that those guys who are riding good cars, who are making too much money without even knowing how they make the money, they are the ones that have high self-esteem. Those are the ones that as society are looking at and giving thumbs up. So whatever they do, I want to do also. Why? Because I'm looking for somebody to notice me. I'm looking for some attention. I want somebody to know that I can become somebody. So in order for them to prove themselves to society, they do what? They do anything. They do anything to make money. They do anything. And most of them end up becoming cultists, end up becoming armed robbers, end up becoming prostitutes, end up becoming drug addicts, end up doing a lot of things just to get attention. All for low self-esteem. So low self-esteem has a very negative aspect. But high self-esteem, a very good self-esteem can make a child, become a world changer. Can make a child become a world changer. Please, let's not overlook it. Let's not say, oh, it's not important. It is super, super, super important. Okay, it is super, super important. Set rules. Another point is what I call set rules and be consistent. Well, some of our parents are very good when they set rules and they don't follow it. So what example are you playing out for your children? When you set a rule, or when you set a rule and say, I want to finish this project in 1 month, or I want to write a book in 1 month, or I want to do this thing, in 1 month. So you gather your family and you tell them your plan, and you tell them, I want to achieve it in this time. And believe me, don't play with children. Their minds can work as fast as anything. They will be the one to remind you, Daddy, it's 1 month already. You said you were going to achieve this thing. Oh, Mommy, you said you were going to achieve this thing. It's already 1 month. And you did not. In fact, you have not even started. Okay, so set a rule, set a goal, and work to achieve it. By so doing, your children are learning from you that it is important to set a goal and work to achieving it, and set a time, to work towards it. Okay? So if it doesn't fall in within that time, if there are some setbacks, then explain to them. They can learn. They will understand life even better. All right, so that when they also set goals for themselves or set rules for themselves, they will be consistent in it. They won't play around. Their mind is in this thing. They want to achieve it. Story had it that Thomas Edison always locked himself inside his workshop, working day and night. That Even for days, he will not eat. And they will be knocking in his door. They will be knocking in Thomas Edison's door. Come out, you have not eaten. And he will be like, but I just got in here yesterday. You'll be like, no. You've been here for 1 week. You've been here for 7 days. You've been here for 7, without water, without food. And the man was like, oh, I thought I entered here yesterday. Why? Because he set a goal and he's working tirelessly to achieve that goal. So your children are going to learn that it is important to set a goal and work towards achieving it. Hello, Peter. Thank you for joining. Hello, everyone. Owolabi, thank you for joining. And every other person who have joined, God bless you. Thank you so much for joining. Please, as you come and share the video, let's help our parents make their children to become better people in society, that our own children, our children to come will be grateful to God for they built their kids and they made them have self-esteem. And thanks to their children and thanks to our children, the world is better today. The world is better today. So don't stop sharing. Don't stop sharing. So, like I say, it is so important. Let's not shy away from it. Let's not shy away from it. It is very, very, very important, okay? It is very, very important. So, one of the, okay, I think I have just one more point and I'll be done. And that point, one other ways to also build a child's self-esteem is what I call teach your child about relationship and don't shy away from it. Ooh. Well, somebody will say, what does relationship have to do with self-esteem? Well, it has a lot to do with self-esteem. Okay, let me explain. Now, your children, whether you like it or not, will someday, of course, relate with people, either as friends, or as fiancés, or dating, or couples, or husband, of course, become fathers, mothers, and all that. Okay? Now, what do? So, some parents shy away from this and they say, well, they will learn. Let's not tell them about their lives or about the important part of their bodies. And if you tell a girl how that, or if you tell a guy, a young teenager, that a time will come in your life that you will be having the urge to have sex, you will having the urge to want to go and have a date or have a girlfriend. Oh, if I tell that child, if I tell that my teenage boy, he's going to go do it. Or if I tell that my teenage girl that a time will come in your life when men would want to psych you, to want to say, hello pretty, hello young girl, hello beautiful girl, hello angel, hello queen, hi, how you doing? My name is Aaron, or my name is this, or my name is that, what about you? So if you don't tell them that these things are normal, okay, and teach them their response, the right response to all this, well, welcome to reality.com, because if you don't teach them, they would get it however. They will learn it however. So if they will learn it the good way, the wrong way, it is your problem, because you failed to do your duty as a father or as a mother. Okay? Now, when you teach a child, when you teach your child, your boy or your girl, the right response to relationship, or the right way, to handle relationship, they are going to be better. They are going to be better. They are going to feel free relating. They are going to know what to do, what to avoid, at what time, and what to do. No, don't say, oh, let me not tell him. If I tell him now, he's going to be a spoilt boy. Or if I tell that girl, if I tell my young girl now, she's going to be a spoilt girl. It's a lie. They are even going to become even spoilt children without you knowing. All they need to do is to pretend to you that they know nothing. Some of them are in boarding schools. They only come back after a term. After the semester is over, they come back, you see your children. Do you know what they do there? Do you know the life they live there? You think, oh, that child is 11 years old. That child is just 14. That child is just 10. Oh, that child is just 15 or 16. I want to tell her when she's 20. I want to start telling her about a relationship when she's 20. Really? Really? Wait until you hear the bad news. I'm not praying for you, parents. So because of the changes that are happening in her body, because nobody told her, her friends might deceive her into things that she does not understand. And she would think that it's normal because those girls are going to tell her it's normal. Every girl does it. But every girl does it. And she's going to feel like, but my mom never told me. It's like, your mom is a cake. Your mom is old school. She will not tell you. She did it too when she was in school. Your father is a cake. Your father didn't. He also did it. He's normal with all girls. He's normal with all boys. You know what? Let me tell you something. When I was growing up, one of the challenges I had also when it comes to relationship, low self-esteem, it's, listen, since you don't tell your children they are pretty, since you don't tell them that they are pretty, some other guys will tell them how beautiful they are. Oh, whoa, whoa, hallelujah. Some guys are just going to blow up your girl's head. How they cannot sleep without them. Oh, how they cannot sleep without thinking about them. Oh, how they cannot do this. Oh, how they cannot do that. Their life is miserable without this girl. And you know, words are powerful. When this girl keeps hearing this all the time, one day she's going to succumb. One day she's going to give in. So, you know, our parents don't bother to tell us this, that. Oh, this are normal. So they only tell you, if a man touch you like this, you get pregnant. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. That's a lie from pit of hell. And several times these children have been touched by men and they never got pregnant. And now they begin to doubt what you told them. What we tell them as parents. They begin to doubt the truths that are in your words. Okay? So tell them the truth. When I was growing up, my mother called us to order and told us, this. Come on, ladies, guys will come. At this age, guys will come tell you a lot of things. You don't listen. You know you're already pretty. You know what you want. You know the family you're coming from. You know the impact you want to make. You know who you are. You know all the words she kept telling us were what gave us this morale to stand and look into a guy's eyes, and say, okay, okay, I'm pretty, okay, thank you, thank you. One guy told me one time when I was growing up, he's like, hey girl, you are too bold. You know, I see girls, when I talk to girls, they put their heads down, but when I talk to you, look straight into my eyes. It's like, I was taught that I should look straight into your eyes, because when I look straight into your eyes, I get the truth and I get lie. So I was able to look into his eyes when he's telling me, oh, I can't sleep without you. Oh, I can't do that. Blah, blah, blah. Really? Why? Because I was taught. But my parents, they will lie. They will say, oh, no, we were so holy. We were so righteous. We were so, cover your body, this, that. That's the only way. That's the only way. Pray hard. Pray. Read your Bible. Pray, search for God, hold God firm. This never miss fellowship, never miss prayer. Listen, even among the prayer warrior, there are still wicked people that will still take advantage of your children. Even among the prayer church people that you are seeing around there, believe me, everybody tying their hair, it's a lie. There are wicked people there. So if you don't teach your children the right knowledge, they will get it elsewhere, and they might be molested and be threatened, and they won't tell you. And this molestation will make them have low self-esteem. They will never tell you until they die. They will keep having the regret and the pain, the hurt in their hearts. Some of them will never open up to you. Imagine, how can I tell my mother that I was raped? How can I tell my mom? How on earth will I tell her that a guy molested me? How on earth? Why? Because of the way you relate to your children. Now that art will kill them, will kill the self-esteem they had. it will make them look down on themselves. And they will keep having that low self-esteem until they leave this world. They will keep harboring that hatred, that pain. Tell them the truth. Let's stop hiding truth from people. You know, this same thing happened in churches. This same aspect, not the relationship aspect right now, but you see what pastors try to do. They say, oh, let's teach the people about obedience to the law of Moses. Let's teach them the laws. When you teach law, people are so afraid to offend God. They are so afraid. They want to keep all the commandments. That is how they will become righteous. That's how they become right. That's a lie. When you teach, pastor will say, if you teach them grace, they will go and commit more sin. It's a lie. While you are teaching that law, there are a lot of people doing what they want, but under pretense. They are doing it. Okay? So it is so wrong. It is the same mindset. Those pastors are going to preach on the altar and say, no sister should shake a brother. No sister should hug a brother. No sister should do this. No brother should do that. So they will put all the laws. Did it stop him from sinning? Nah, lie. They only live in a pretentious life. See, behind the closed doors, they know the real life that they live. You as a pastor, you are there fooling yourself. Believe me, they are living their real life. When they come to church, they tie their hair and they speak in tongues. Isn't that what you want? Since you cannot tell them that they are saved by grace and the faith in Christ Jesus, faith in the finished work of Christ is what makes them righteous. Well, okay, congratulations, teach the law. Well, the church where I come from, every time they suspend people, they suspend a boy or a girl caught in adultery, or they got pregnant, or one thing. The more they preach the law, the more sin was all over the church. Was everywhere. Okay, there was lesbian thing. There was lesbianism in my church. There were a lot of immorality going on within the teenagers, within the youths, within the elderly ones, within the deacons and the youths as well, within the deacons and the children, within the pastors as well. So while they are there condemning others and preaching law, things were going wrong. So that is the same mindset that our parents had, that, oh, if I teach my child about relationship, she is going to get spoiled. And let me not tell her. Let me just tell her that it's about prayer. The more you pray, the more you have the Holy Ghost around you to shield you not to do wrong. You know, the Holy Spirit to teach you the right and wrong. Why were you there? Why do you think God put you there as a father or as a mother? You think God put you there to just put roof over their head? No, it's to tell them the truth. That, see, baby girl, this is the time where you will start having urges to live an immoral life. You start having feelings to do wrong. But see, it is normal. I went through it. It is normal. This is the way you go about it. Oh, tell your young boy, this is the way you go about it. Else, if he cannot see bad friends to lure him into sleeping around, smoking, or doing other things, he's going to go into masturbation, pornography, without you knowing. So he's going to go into a lot of things. So tell him the truth. Stop shying away from it. Don't hide truth. The more you hide truth, the more these children find out truth from any source and live their lives. And they get to, you think that these children, they don't know anything. You are fooling yourself. You say, my children are so holy. They don't know anything. They are good children. It's a lie. I know of a man. I have a man then in my church. He used to say that, my children are so good. I'm so proud of them. I used to check their laptops all the time they come out, because the children are always, they're in boarding house. Thank you, Mastella, for coming. Thank you, everyone. As you come in, please help me share the video and invite your friends. The man will say, oh, my children are so good. They're so holy. I'm so proud of them. I check their laptops every time they come back from school. There is no iota of pornography. There's no any immoral thing, videos in my children's on my children's screen, on my children's laptop or phones or gadgets. They are good children. They have the fear of God. Guess what? This is a jet age, oh. Believe me, the children, if it means the children flashing the laptop, they will go and format it. They will format the laptop and bring it empty. They know that they will check the laptop now. So why should I bring pornography into the house? Since you don't want to teach them, they will get people to teach them. So it is wrong. Just tell these children the truth. Truth is what set people free. It is not lies. Lies has never set anybody free. Truth is what set us free. Tell us the truth. Parents, please tell us the truth. Tell us it is normal. You went through it. Okay? Tell us the ways you were able to conquer. Tell us how we can get out of it. Or else we get wrong advice and live our lives the way we want it. And believe me, when we get the wrong things, when we go into finding the wrong answers and applying it, we live with this guilt. It will depress us. We'll live in hurt and pain, and that will reduce our self-esteem. Check any child that went through sexual molestation. Believe me, that child's self-esteem needs to be reawoken. The child will have low self-esteem. The child will struggle with low self-esteem. Why? Because she does not feel pure anymore. I shared a story one time while I was teaching on Facebook. That was last year. I told you of a friend of mine, a guy who was constantly a young guy who was constantly molested by his female teacher. This guy was constantly used by this woman. Until today, he still suffers the psychological part of it. When you are with him, when you are talking to him, he is lost in thought. There are so many things that are not right with that young man, all because of low self-esteem, of the hurt and the pain he got from the molestation from that female teacher. Tell your children the truth. Don't say, okay, it's only the girls that needs to be educated when it comes to sex, relationship and sex. The boys, let them enjoy, let them live their life. It's a lie. Some of them can be hurt as well, and they can live with that hurt and begin to hurt other children. So please, let's not shy away from it. Let us tell our kids the truth. It will boost their self-esteem. Imagine when your daughter is sound when it comes to relationship. She is sound-minded. She knows relationship. When it comes to the aspects of relationship, she knows it very well. She's going to be bold. She's going to be so bold when she sees the deceptive people. When she sees men who want to take advantage of her. She knows. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is powerful. When a guy knows the truth about marijuana, when a guy knows the truth about hard drugs, about sex, about relationship, he's going to make a better father, and he's as well going to become better human. He knows when to say no to drugs. Why? Because he has been educated in this aspect of life. His parents have done a good work in this aspect. When it comes to relationship, even it has to do with threats from the female teacher, threatening to have them, do anything. They know when to stand up for their rights. And the teacher is not going to talk them into having sex with them, all because the teacher wants to make them feel it's normal. When I was in secondary school, I know of lot of teenagers who were sleeping with their teachers, both girls and boys. They were having sexual affair with these people, both female teachers and male teachers. Okay, they were having sexual affairs with these people because the teachers, they say it's normal. It is not normal. Some of those teachers are also, they are also sick health-wise. And these teenagers are innocent. They don't even know what it means to have STDs and HIVs or whatever disease. They go into sexual relationship with these teachers, and they contact diseases. They don't even know because our parents are too busy to teach us the truth, to tell us the truth. While you are preventing the truth from your children, they are learning the wrong way and they are getting hurt. And that hurt is depressing their self-esteem. Let us wake up to reality and teach our children the truth. Tell them the truth. Help them to become better humans and better people, better fathers, better mothers in the future. And they will turn back and glorify God for bringing you to their lives as parents, as guardians, as friends. So I hope we have done justice in this topic. For those of you who missed my the previous one I talked, that was 2 or 3 days ago, please listen to it again. Listen to it and share to as many friends as you want to help, boost their children's self-esteem as well. So we talked about practical ways to improve your child's self-esteem. I hope I'll come back next time to do another topic that will be a blessing to every one of you. And I have lots and lots of videos I've done in the time past about my life story, about a lot of topics on children, relationship, marriage, on other aspects of life. I've talked about success, how to become the best person, your real self, how to become your real self, how to make impact, how to invent the word, how to invent and become a personality, how to become a great man, a great woman. I've talked about a lot. I have close to 100 of course I have close to 100 videos on my YouTube channel. You can check it out. Topsy Gifts is my YouTube channel. You can check it out and just play as many videos as you want, and let's help our children. Let's help to better the world. Let's help to bring joy to God and to humanity as well. Okay, so we cannot say because we were not taught by our parents, we are not going to pass it on to our children. Well, that would be selfish, and that would be really bad. That means we want to produce more generations that will keep hurting our children to come. So the better the better for us if we do it, if we try to help our children now, our neighbors' children, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues out there. That's how we're changing generations. Children to come will keep changing other children and all that. So it is so important. So let's not shy away from these topics. Let's help our children. I talked about a topic on child abuse and child molestation. I shared a very wonderful stories on that video, how your children can be molested without you knowing. Okay, some people shared the very powerful testimonies on the comment box. Okay, so it is important. Let's not shy away from it. All right, so thank you so much for being there. I am so grateful. I'm super grateful that we are sharing minds together, and that's why I titled this I always hashtag my videos #building minds. We want to build as many minds as possible so we can build our world and build our society and build our generation. All right, so thank you so much everyone for joining. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all the shares. Oh, come on, don't stop sharing. All right, so keep blessing life, keep being a blessing to everyone out there. I remain my humble self and my simple self, Topsy Gifts. So thank you everyone. So God bless you. I will see you next time with another powerful topic as God wants, as God wishes. So thank you guys. So do have a lovely day. So guys, bye.